Hey, welcome back to Income Trading 101. Today, I want to take a look at a company called 360 DigiTech, stock symbol QFIN. They do some digital ads for the targeting financial companies, and I mean you can see, the last couple months have just been really strong. So let's just pull back and see. All right, so it looks like got data going back to midway through December of 17. Let's pull this back out to get more of a 1 year view and dive in with our normal analysis. Looks like it wanted to jump back out on me. All right, we're going to start off with our moving averages like we always do. I like using simple moving averages to start off. We're just going to do a 10-day, a 20, and a 60. 10-day will be our buy signal, point out when prices are moving up in the shorter term. We'll use a 20 as our sell, which is that's basically a 1 month average. And then the 60 ends up being a 3 month average to give us a better sense of where the stock price has been historically. By the way, thank you guys for watching these videos. If you haven't already subscribed, please do hit the subscribe button. Really does help me out with this channel. But let's keep going. So at the daily range, you can tell, and obviously it's no surprise given that it's had such a strong last month, last 30 days of trading or so, have been just straight up. Had probably strong earnings back here at the end of May. Nice rally into earnings, and it's just been strong. So let's take a look at the lower time frames to see if they also are in line. So at the 1 hour chart, we see that the 10 is above the 20 and above the 60, so also still bullish. And just look at that overall trend higher. I mean, when you're getting higher highs and higher lows, that you can't ask for much more. I know people have gotten obsessed with the meme stocks, but man, this is just a great rally. Also going higher, bullish on the at the 30-minute time frame. Let's take a quick peek at the 15-minute. 15-minute is still all bullish. I'm looking at the numbers, looking at it numerically, you can see that the 10 and the numbers are over here in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. You can see that the 10 and the 20 moving average, 10 period and 20 period, are 3 cents apart, which isn't very much, but still, as of right now, the 10 is 3 cents higher. So it might be converging, but if you look at how this is tracked over this 15-minute period, let me do this just to expand it out a little bit, makes it a little easier to see. These have the 10 and the 20 period have stayed rather tight, which is normal at such a small time frame. And right now they're fairly tight again, especially given that the last 2 bars of this from yesterday were rather bearish. So let's kick it back out to the daily. We're going to take a look now at the moving. The MACD. I like using the MACD. It's my favorite stochastic or a momentum indicator. You can use the RSI. You can use stochastics. All sorts of things you can use. This just happens to be the one that I like. You can see how back here on the 18th of May, there was a bullish crossover in the oversold area. Anything below the 0 line is oversold. Anything above is overbought. And for those of you who aren't familiar with these 3 indicators, maybe you're new to the channel, I created a video called what is it called? I think it was just a mini tutorial on technical analysis, how to trade stock using technical analysis. You can find it on my within the playlist part of the channel. So click on the channel and then scroll over to playlist, and it's in one of the playlists. And there's a great video, a little bit longer, with an explanation of all of these indicators if you're not familiar with. So certainly at the 1-day level, we're going to see a bullish MACD. Let's take a look at some of the smaller time frames. So at the 1 hour, this is classic MACD sort of continuation of a trend. It'll just sort of oscillate back and forth, but stay either all in the overbought or all in the oversold. This to me just says that it's going to continue or is continuing this bullish uptrend. And so no crossover and no confirmation to make a trade using this right now. Now, it would have been possible to sell based on this little crossover, little bearish crossover that happened, and then it crossed into the zero line. But you immediately would have gotten a buy signal, and it jumped back above the zero line, so back into overbought or bullish territory. So I actually wouldn't. I struggle sometimes on how many time frames to take this lower on these videos. You do end up getting a lot more oscillations at the smaller time frames. So this is definitely one of those indicators that you just have to get used to how it reacts, so that you don't make a poor trade. But what I do like to do with all of these indicators is I seek confirmation from either more than one indicator or more than one time frame. So, like, to me, this bullish, we're at the 15-minute part. This bullish crossover on the 16th really was rather irrelevant, because you should have would have already been in based on the confirmation and the strong confirmation that you would have gotten at the lower time frame. So, but that is it for the MACD. Let's kick this back to the daily. And there are a few more things that I'd like to take a look at on this daily chart. The Fibonacci is not relevant, mostly because the last pullback that we had, here we go. We'll try and pull this all in. So this would have been this peak back here in April of 2019, peak to trough. We surpassed that, right? But let's do, just because I'm curious, I'd love to see how that range has affected stock pricing today. Try and tighten that up and pull it over a little. Let's see. So you can see how the previous high ended up playing a little bit of support here in 2021, right? That's one of those things that's like textbook support when you end up rallying past the previous high, and then seeing this happen. We obviously had some days where we went below it, but overall you can see the general market structure here still has used this as a bit of a support line. But this last rally that we've seen has been so strong. Let's do a little parallel. This thing, it didn't go parabolic like we're used to seeing with, say, some crypto, but wow, it might as well be. This is about as close to parabolic as you get. Let me expand this on back. This is huge. That is a great rally, and doesn't appear to be slowing down. So this is definitely one of the companies I'm going to be looking to, maybe buy a call spread, buy a call, sell some puts, something along those lines. So I don't see unless there's a fundamental reason in here somewhere to not own this thing. This is just a great chart. Sorry to sound like I get all nerdy over stuff like this. Like, this is a great chart. It had a period of consolidation, kind of a sideways channel, and it made it through that and has just been rallying. I like the fact I love this upward trend with that channel. But what I love too is that it has the fundamentals to support it, right? So when I say the fundamentals, I'm talking about the earnings. It's had earnings strength. So if it's outperforming its expectations, which is why that little E down there is green, and it's also rallying on the daily, man, I'm loving it, and definitely going to be looking for some trades in it. So that's it for today's analysis. Like I said, thank you so much for watching. I know there are a ton of these channels. The beauty of YouTube, of course, is that you can subscribe to multiple. So please do, if you haven't already, take some time to subscribe to this channel. Actually, before we go, I do want to point out one thing. It is quite possible if we do have a pullback in this. So I'm always want to be aware of what the downside might be. You'll probably see some, some resistance right around that. Let's get this back to even. So what would that be? $32.52. So that would be the next level of support. I would say either you could make the case that even the very tip top of this, so somewhere around between $34.50 and $35 would also be. So that's important to know. But right now we're still 12. We're still almost $9 to $12 higher, depending on which of those support lines you want to use. This thing seems to be off to the races. So hey, you got to love a bullish chart. So that's it. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button. I'll be covering a couple of crypto videos in the next couple days. So thanks so much for watching, and join us again. All right, happy trading.